There we go.
Okay, just a few words about Friendly Technologies. We have been in the device management field since 2006. We started serving telecom market, and this is how we actually developed our device management expertise, and mainly the expertise of managing various types of devices with various types of data models on one unified platform. We developed a global network of local channels and partners that we work with to serve our end customers better. We're active and participating and contributing member of Broadband Forum and Open Mobile Alliance Forum, and we have offices in a few places around the globe, in Israel, USA, Colombia, Ukraine, and in China, China being the most recent office opening. Next slide, please. Friendly Technologies has a few hundred customers worldwide. Most of our customers are various telecom companies and service providers, tier 1, tier 2, and tier 3. Because we started in device management specialization for the telecom market, most of our customers naturally come from that field. And with the development in the market of IoT, we are actually currently acquiring more and more customers from outside of the telecom area, telecom ecosystem. Even the telecom customers currently that we serve now are also using Friendly Technologies for new type of services that they're adding, such as IoT and smart home. We can switch to the next slide now. Why Friendly Technologies? Just a few words about Friendly Technologies' strong benefits as a device management company. Like I said before, we managed our expertise in device management, which mainly means that we can manage all types of devices that are based on different protocols on one unified platform, being one of the main benefits. We have extensive experience with large-scale deployments. We are currently launching a project where we manage over 1 billion devices for a very big customer in India, IoT devices. We really know how to scale up deployments from small number of devices connected to our platform to a large number of devices. So at some point it was millions, and now it's already got into the billion, and it's probably going to grow to unlimited number of devices connected to one platform. We utilize open standards, and that's why we do not lock in our customers, and we do not make them choose specific vendor. They can pick and choose whatever hardware vendor they like, whatever suits better their business model. We are a product company, so we always try to strive for maximum automation and provide ready services and not require any additional professional services to deploy a project. We are a small, pretty small privately owned company, so the decisions are made quickly. The decisions on the management level are made quickly. We move quickly. We support our customers very quickly in case of additional deployments, in case of adding new features. We do it quickly, and our internal approval process is expedited. And like I said before, we have entered the world of IoT and connected devices. And right now we already have an extensive IoT line of products, includes IoT device management, smart home, with IoT being offered to various verticals such as agriculture, utelcos, and others. And we also have an extensive offering of embedded clients for IoT. We can switch to the next slide now. Now I'm going to switch to Sean, and he's going to talk about device management for the IoT.
Okay, thank you, Liel, for the introduction. It was a great introduction.
Thank you.
Okay, so what we're just showing here is that what we're doing is one piece of the IoT puzzle. So if you can think of probably a fairly sizable puzzle, device management is one piece of the puzzle. So if we're primarily focusing on that mediation with the edge device and everything to do with around monitoring, management, control, you know, firmware of the updates, things like that, but also importantly, being able to ingest the sensor data from the actual edge device, and make that available to upstream applications. So the other parts that come in to this equation is connectivity enablement, SIM and eSIM management. So Liel, if I can ask you just to mute your mic there, thank you.
Yes, excuse me. Yes, correct.
So connectivity enablement, SIM management. So we are not a SIM management provider. However, we work with third-party companies doing SIM management, and that can also be a part of an integrated solution to carrier-type customers. The other parts of the IoT puzzle are things like IoT application development. And so I will give you a bit of a view of what that looks like a little bit later, but we integrate into any IoT application enablement platform. So these are platforms that take this IoT data and do something usually visual with it, or some kind of control with the data. So I'll give you a bit of a view of some of the dashboards a little bit later. And then of course there's analytics. So once you've taken ingested all this data, then you may want to analyze this data in terms of having massive amounts of data, or what we call big data, and being able to perform some analytics on that. And so there are many analytics applications and tools available, such as available on Azure and Amazon and Google and many others. And yeah, so we don't want to reinvent the wheel, and we work seamlessly with these platforms. Okay, so this is just to give you a bit of a view of what our One-IoT device management infrastructure looks like, and this is in view of this One-IoT partnership that we are launching. So I think Liel touched on a slide with many customers listed on the one page, and you would have noticed that many of those are operator customers. So many of our new IoT-based customers, these are operators, carriers, have been requesting us to recommend devices and recommend product services for them to utilize, especially with new deployments like narrowband IoT, Cat-M1, and also now 5G. And so what we've embarked on this One-IoT partner program is to enlist companies such as yourself to be a partner. Does not have to only be a hardware device partner, could also be a combination of hardware and software partner that delivers an IoT type product or service, and ideally works with our One-IoT device management platform, so that we could assist the operator to manage, if not millions, but multi-millions of devices in the field. So in this program, you will be getting access to our online software as a service platform, which looks like this. You'll be getting access to a few of the tools that we have. And so on the top layer there, we have different application tools. So we have a management portal. So this is an administrative view of device management. That means you're able to completely manage a device that is registered with the platform in all the respects of device management. Then we also have a technicians portal that really is a view of the device and providing you tools to be able to diagnose and rectify and fix issues on a device remotely. And then there's a bunch of other tools that we have there, like provisioning portals. When we say monitoring and analytics, analytics we pass up to third-party systems, like I was talking about Azure and Amazon and so forth. But with the monitoring, we facilitate the monitoring by enabling the automation of like a selection of parameters, or we can call that KPIs, or it could be asset data or sensor values, and any selection of those, then you put that into monitoring, and all that data is ingested into real-time databases or sent upstream into cloud environments. So the monitoring is a very important, essential part of our One-IoT platform. Okay, so what you can see in the middle, multi-protocol IoT engine and the smart layer That's quite important because the engine does all the hard work in terms of handling the device management campaigns and tasks, and also handling the protocol adaptations. So what we do with the smart layer is each protocol sits in a protocol adapter, and that protocol adapter handles the southbound protocol to the device. So what it means then, we're a unified device management platform, and that means any device with any of those protocols and even custom or other protocols can be added. But the main, in terms of device management, the main protocols we use today is Lightweight M2M, MQTT to some extent, with some adaptations in the topic structure to handle some device management parts. Things like TR069, which is the old broadband standard, but the new evolution in IoT for that is TR369 USP, with a lot of new security features, and also being able to push containers and manage containers down into kind of gateway applications as well. Well, not just gateway, but any compute-based edge device. Other management protocols also include like OMA-DM, and then we have some unstructured device protocols, which are not device management protocols, such as a CoAP endpoint and HTTP HBS endpoints, and those can also be registered and managed to some extent from our device management platform, to the extent of what is available in that interface with the device. And below that is we can work across any access network. It could be, generally, it's an IP-based connection to an edge device. So we've written then NB-IoT, CAT-M1, 3G, 4G, 5G, even fixed networks like, VDSL, ADSL, or, fiber, whatever it is. And also we're able to handle non-IP devices. So we're talking about LoRaWAN. There is some new enhancements in the Lightweight M2M protocol to cater for that as well. And as well as some of the cellular IoT-based connections also allow for non-IP devices to be connected. So we can interface non-IP devices as well. So this is just giving a very high-level view of our One IoT device management platform, and then obviously why this is needed by operators and those bigger customers to manage fleets of devices. Right. Okay. So why Friendly? So in terms of device management, you have these various challenges, and Friendly One-IoT solves many of those complex challenges that customers would have. So we're essentially automating the process of bringing devices in onto the platform. And we've mentioned that you don't need extensive professional services because of this automation that's already built into this device management platform. This is a carrier-grade solution. Yes, it's used in many implementations that are not carriers and not operators, and today in a number of IoT use cases. There is a single platform, one platform with all the protocols, so it's unified, handling all the different protocols. We integrate with external systems like IoT app generators, SCEF, which is a service capability framework for like 5G, that's managed by 3GPP standards, release 16, but with SCEF that allows us to then interface to non-IP IoT devices. Also external integration to analytics and clouds and so forth. So we're obviously managing the whole life cycle of device management of this IoT device, and that's the beauty of our solution. Managing constrained devices as well, and most often with complex data models. So, a lot of intricacies involved in terms of the sensor and payload data and how they are interpreted and to be represented. So we manage all that. And we're really viewed as a central device registry. So the central device registry really means any and all of those devices in the field are all registered in this one unified platform. and there's a standard way of handling and managing all these different devices in the field. And that really simplifies operations and integration with operator type customers. And we're completely cloud independent with flexible deployment options here. So just talking about deployment options. So this One-IoT partner program will involve you getting access to our online software as a service platform. But should you want to move past, interoperability testing and proof concepts and trials using our system, you might be using it for demonstration purposes to your customers and so forth. So moving past that, if you wanted to go into your own commercial deployments, this solution can be installed on-premise or in cloud, private or public clouds or hybrids. So we are cloud agnostic. We're not needed to run on a particular cloud environment. We run out of compute engines or virtual machines and standalone, so we are not reliant on external services. So quite easy to deploy. Okay, Liel, in terms of the partner program, I am handing over back to Liel.
Thank you, Sean. So just in a few words, what is our One-IoT partner program? Just like Sean mentioned before, our IoT customers, especially the telco customers, come to us and they ask us to recommend the hardware manufacturers or software companies to complete our device management offering at various purposes and for various verticals and needs. Because the demand from them is growing currently, we decided to launch the partnership program, which will enable eventually our partners, the hardware and software companies, to test their compatibility and interoperability with our One-IoT management platform, and eventually generate use cases and grow their business and Friendly's business as well. Our management platform enables remote management of all types of IoT devices, and Sean already mentioned that before, and he will speak about it a bit more in depth later. Next slide. So how does it work? You sign up for the Friendly's partnership program with Sean or with me. We have a dedicated website for that, but you can reach to us through email, even phone, and just to state your interest in joining the partnership program, and then our team will connect with you and send you all the necessary instructions to complete the registration process. After the registration process completes, you will connect your devices and start testing them, test your interoperability, and eventually be able to generate use cases and connect with Friendly's customers and vendors. Again, all of this to facilitate your company's business growth. Sean, back to you. Oh, just a few words on the benefits of the One-IoT partnership program. Just like I said before, our partners will be able to get exposure with Friendly's global customers and vendors. They will be listed in Friendly's online partner directory and get more promotion and promotional exposure on our website. With your permission, you will be featured in Friendly's demo products that we demonstrate to our potential customers and partners. You will be able to generate use cases and present them to your customers as well. Friendly has a trial version of lightweight MDM embedded client that can also be tried and tested. Yes, that's about it. Now back to you, Sean. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Liel. That sounds exciting. So how are we going to do this? As Liel mentioned, you can register on our partner's web landing page on our website. Yeah, it's quite a simple process. So what happens once you're registered? We'll provide you access to our online system. And what is that? It's a software as a service online installation that we run out of a data center in Europe, covering global customers. So obviously this is a public-facing installation, but with that online SaaS system that you'll have access to, you will be loaded up as a tenant, and that means you won't see any other customers, or not just customers, but anyone else's devices. You'll only see your own, and vice versa. No one can see your devices. So you'll have your own sandboxed area on the online system. So further to that, if you wanted to go into a commercial installation of your own, as I said, we can install on-premise or private or public cloud, or hybrid installations. And I think we mentioned that. So that's that. Let's see. Okay, what will you be getting? So in terms of the online SaaS platform, you'll get access to our multi-tenanted administrator portal, which includes all the features you need to bootstrap and register a device, including the security configurations. And this will include full device management, including the ability to configure the monitoring of the payload data and viewing that, and there's a bunch of different options to access that data on the platform. So you'll also get access to a login on our technicians portal, and yeah, there's a REST API that will be made available as well. And then there are additional optional items that this may be needed by you if you wanted, and depending on your use case, we could provide an IoT dashboard environment. So I'll show you what that looks like, and also optional access to what we call our QoE monitoring portal, and that's kind of a view of the real-time data that's coming in, so all this KPI monitoring, and with the quality of experience portal, there's a number of things you can do with that, like setting up rules and events based on data exceeding certain limits and so forth. It's all kind of rules-based. There's some mapping involved, so you can kind of do some heat mapping of a lot of devices displayed. Yeah, so there's a bunch of options there. So there's access to a bunch of stuff, and I think you would find this very, very useful. And Liel said it earlier, it's all about helping you to get your devices connected to the platform, checking the interoperability of your device with the platform according to the device management standards. And that interoperability, we will be assisting you with support to ensure that that happens. So yeah, please make use of our services to enable you and us to have a good experience on this. What does the admin portal look like? There is a view of the devices, so there could be many, many different devices with different protocols. So this administrator portal looks like this. So there's been new updates to this. So and you'll be experiencing the latest updates that we have on our platform. The technicians portal looks like this one here, and as I said, it provides, aside from similar configuration tools as you have in the administrator portal, the technicians portal is really a view of a single device, so that you're able to have at one place and a whole lot of tools to be able to fault find or fix or rectify issues or identify issues that a particular device may have. And it could be quite extensive, as you can see on screen, even looking at device logs on one of the cubes, but also things like if the protocol supports it, being able to do speed testing on the device, performing certain tests on the device as well, rebooting the device, etc. So there's a whole bunch of options. The quality of experience monitoring portal looks, this is just a few views of it, but essentially looking at alarms and when these alarms are generated, they are configured by you as rules in the portal, and you can then drill down into, like, you might want to drill down into those critical alarms and then look at those critical alarms particular graphing and see if there's issues with that particular device and those particular parameters that you're monitoring. So it's fairly extensive. The IoT dashboarding environment looks something like this. As I said, we do integrate with many external IoT application enablement platforms. We could make, this is an open source version that we utilize, and we could make this available to you on a case-by-case basis as you need it, and assist you with putting a dashboard together for your particular use case. Okay, so what are some of the use cases that our customers are looking for that essentially we would be looking towards you? So the last point is we would like to hear from you, but yeah, in general, what our customers are looking for are things like utility metering, water, electricity, gas, and so connecting that device to our device management platform is one part of that equation. Of course, so we're in terms of partnership looking for companies doing these types of devices, and in addition is also the vertical solution for the operator and that particular target market. So there might be some kind of metadata management system or whatever else, analytics system in the back end. So we'd be very keen to be talking to yourselves with those types of solutions, and then to be able to offer that to our customers. So there are a lot of smart cities initiatives going on, and our carrier customers are looking for use cases in those, like parking and waste management and various transportation related roads and transportation related applications, lighting and control, energy management, environmental and facilities management. So there's a whole bunch of requests coming in there. Various industrial automation type applications as well, like Industry 4.0. So yeah, use cases that you may have for that. Ag tech, telehealth, vending machines, kiosks, point of sales, those types of applications as well. Telematics and tracking, as well as logistics management applications as well. So, and that's not the extensive list, but yeah, I would like to hear from you if you do have any solutions, and we would be very keen to work with you on putting that demo use case together and presenting that to our customers and assisting you with yours as well. I think that was the parts of the presentation. I hope you have not fallen asleep with all the talking, but I think we may have some questions.
So Sean, I received some questions previously also from various people who reached out to us, and I think they're very good questions to ask for everyone's knowledge. And also the other participants, if you have any questions, then send them our way via the chat, and we'll be able to respond to them also. And the questions that I received are potential partners asking how many devices can be connected to the platform.
Oh, yeah, okay.
For the program purposes.
Yeah, for the One-IoT partner program. So with this partner program, it's free. There's no charge involved. And what we will do with our online platform is allow you to connect up to 100 devices. I mean, this is more than adequate for proof of concept trials and demos and so forth. If you need more, do reach out to us. But in theory, the platform you heard can reach into hundreds of millions or billions of devices. So it's theoretically unlimited, all dependent on resources. But yeah, for a partner program, up to 100 devices.
Thank you, Sean. Another question that I received was the company that wants to become our partner and test the devices and then decides to go on with a commercial deployment. Can that be done?
Oh, okay, yeah. I think we kind of covered that in the presentation, but yes. So The login that you'll have to the online platform, it's hosted in Germany, or at least in Europe, and to then proceed into your own installation, it will just be a case of a commercial agreement, and we will do an installation either on your own premise servers, or a data center of your choice, or any of the private or public cloud environments as well. So yeah, definitely we would be able to assist you with that migration, including helping you with any configuration settings and things you may have done in your environment on the partner program installation.
Okay, thank you, Sean. You covered that already in your presentation, but just to really sum that up, what types of devices can be connected to One-IoT partner platform?
The types of devices, I mean, primarily what carriers are really interested in is narrowband IoT or Cat M1 type devices. That's the flavor of the month at the moment. So obviously, any devices, IoT devices that have a device management protocol, such as Lightweight M2M or even MQTT as an example, can connect to our platform. Now, if you're busy developing a new device and you don't have a management protocol attached to it, we do have Lightweight M2M clients, and that could be made available for your development purposes, and including support from ourselves to manage that as well. So that can be also provided.
Okay, thank you. Another question that came my way was about the support that Friendly provides for partners to connect their devices to our One-IoT partners platform.
Okay, yep, a good one. So when you get signed on, you will receive a contact from one of our pre-sales engineers, and that pre-sale engineer will be assisting you, walking you through the process and guiding you in terms of connecting devices and supporting you with that experience. So getting devices up, working with the system, and of course, if you needed client support as well. So yeah, you will get access to a pre-sales engineer that will be helping you with that process.
Yeah, thank you, Sean. So really, Friendly is there to support you throughout this process, and even if you have external requirements or additional requirements to what we currently support in our One-IoT partner platform framework, we're definitely flexible, and definitely do reach out to us, and we will try to support you as best as we can. The last question, just to recap, I also know that you mentioned it briefly before, but somebody asked us to list the integration options for the One-IoT platform.
Yeah, so I mean, ideally, integration options would be someone has their own applications, and how do they connect to us? So we have a REST API, and there's a Swagger-based REST API available. So you could make use of the API to connect to our platform and interact with it and get data out of it and so forth. There are other options. So we have a full Microsoft Azure IoT Hub integration. So if you wanted to make use of Azure IoT Cloud, we've got full integration and create a device twin within Azure IoT Hub. So it's pretty impressive. There are quite a few other options as well, including like being able to shove payload data via Kafka or streaming protocol into various different cloud applications. So yeah, there's different options available.
Thank you, Sean. This is all for me, for my questions. If you have any additional questions, please do reach out to us whenever it's comfortable for you. If any questions were asked during the session, we will take them offline and respond to them directly to you very shortly. And thank you very much from my point of view. Thank you for finding time and attending our webinar.
Yes, thank you very much, everyone. Much appreciated. Have a good day.
Bye.
Bye-bye.